Dear students, today we are going to study a topic of first unit, that is Introduction and Syntax of Python Programming, and our today's topic is how to set up an Python environment on your system. Okay, so without wasting time, we'll move forwards. Basically, while installing a Python on your system, we have already learned that Python is a open source programming language. So we'll get all this set of files with free of cost. Okay, so Python distribution is available for a wide variety of platforms. You need to download only the binary code applicable for your platform and install Python. If the binary code for your platform is not available, you need a C compiler to compile the source code manually. Compiling the source code offers more flexibility in terms of choice of features that you require in your installation. The most of up-to-date and current source code binaries, then documentation, news, etc. is available on the official site of Python, that is www.python.org. You can download Python documentation from www.python.org/doc. Okay, the documentation is also available in HTML, PDF and PostScript formats. So we'll see the steps how to install a Python. Okay, open a browser and go to the site www.python.org. Okay, then go on downloads. Okay, follow these links for the Windows installer, that is Python XYZ is nothing but the version. Okay, which you will get a latest version there. Okay, so you have to decide which version is suitable for your window. Okay, if your window is 64-bit, so there will be a different version. If your window is 32-bit, so there will be a different version. Okay, to use this installer Python, here is the just an example, xyz.msi. This is just an example of simple version. Okay, so this version, the window system must support Microsoft installer 2.0. okay, save the installer file to your local machine and run it to find out if your machine supports MSI. Okay, you have to check, means you have to download the support file also, that is Microsoft installer 2.0, and you have to check whether this file is supporting to your local machine or your Windows or not. Okay, run the downloaded file. The brings up the Python install wizard, which is really easy to use. Just accept the default setting, wait until the install is finished and you are done. So Python is it is a very simple process to install a Python on your local machine, but you have to take a proper decision which version is suitable for your Windows. Okay, next, setting up a path. Program and other executable files can be in many dictionaries. So operating system provides a search path that lists the directories that the OS search for executables. Next, the path is stored in an environment variable, which is a name string maintained by an operating system. This variable contains the information available to the command shell and other programs. The path variable is named as path in Unix or path in Windows. Unix is case sensitive, but Windows is not. So you can write in small case or large, means uppercase. So it doesn't matter in Windows. Next, how to set Python environment variable. So basically here is the four basic Python environment variable, that is Python path. It has a role similar to path. This variable tells the Python interpreter where to locate the module files imported into a program, it should include the Python source library directory and the directories containing Python source code. So Python path is sometimes preset by a Python installer. When you are installing Python, so Python installer predefinedly set the Python path. So when you are executing the program, so different libraries, okay, which are you are going to use in your application, so it is directly connected with the your source code, okay, and it will going to be executed. Next is Python startup. It contains the path of initialization file containing that is Python source code. It is executed every time you start the interpreter. When you are going to execute the program, so Python startup is also initiate, and it contains the path of your Python source code. Okay. Next is Python case OK. It is used in Windows to instruct Python to find the first case sensitive match in an import statement. Set this variable to any value to activate. Next is Python home. It is an alternative module search path. It is usually embedded in the Python startup and Python path dictionaries to make switching modules libraries easy. So it is used in within a different it is used within a different libraries when you want to switch between that libraries. So you can use this Python home variable, so it will help you to switch within itself. Next is how to running a Python. There are three different ways to start Python, that is interactive, interpreter, then script from the command line, okay, CMD, and last one is integrated development environment. So interactive interpreter, we'll see interactive interpreter. You can start Python from Unix, DOS, or any other system that provides you a command line interpreters, okay, command prompt, okay, or shell window. Enter Python the command line, the start coding right away in the interactive interpreter. So here you see how it sees in your command line, whether it is Unix or Linux. It will see like there is a dollar symbol, then Python and hash, okay, or there Python then modulus and hash. So it will see like this in Python or Unix in command line, okay, or shell window. But in Windows it will see like C drive, then there is a Python hash Windows / DOS. So it will look like it. So after that you can start to write your program or lines of statement of what you want to execute. So this is a one way, okay, that is interactive interpreter. There are list of all the available command line options which is used with the interactive interpreter, that is -D. It provides the debug output. Capital O -O, it generates the optimized byte code. -hash, it is used to do not run the input site to look for Python path on startup. -v, verbose output, it is a detailed trace on import statements. Then -x, it is disable the class based built-in exceptions, just use strings, obsolete strings with version 1.6. -c, CMD runs the Python script, sends in a CMD string, and file, it runs the Python script from a given file. So these are the available commands, okay, command line options. Next is script from the command line. A Python script can be executed at command line by invoking the interpreter on your application as in the following, such as the Python, then you have to specify the script .py. So it is the extension .py. So you have to write your code in Notepad or anywhere, anywhere, and you have to save the file by using .py extension, okay, and you have to run it on your interpreter, invoking the interpreter on your application as in the following. So if you are already built a file that is script.py, so you can execute it on the Python interpreter. So like that, see here the in Python, Linux and Unix we have already seen in the interpreted interactive. So here you have to just mention that file name. Here first see the first way, the $sign, then Python, then file name is script.py. So it is one way to execute this file in using Python interpreter. And the second way is Python, then your modulus, or we can say % symbol, and then file name, that is script.py. Then it is also one way. And in Windows you have just to write that Python and then script.py, means this is your file name. So it is a way in write this in a command prompt of Windows, okay. Next is integrated development environment. You can run Python from a graphical user interface, that is GUI environment as well. If you have a GUI application on your system that supports Python, okay, in Unix ideally is a very first Unix IDE for Python. And next is Windows, the Python Win. Python Win is the first Windows interface for Python and is an IDE with a GUI. So you can able to, this is a better tool, Windows tool, or we can say GUI based tool, which is used to write a Python code or Python program, okay. So this is very much efficient way, okay. So this is enough with this video. Thank you.